Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Ethereum. But first off, before we get into the price action, I'd like to say thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and why not leave us some feedback in the comment section below. Okay, so let's jump into the price action here now. So initially, if I just actually do this, we'll go over. I was looking at the possibility of us having further extensions within these waves, though with the length of what would have been this orange fourth wave now, it's starting to get quite disproportionate to this wave 2 here. So it is still possible that we could see the additional fourth and fifth wave down, but I think that it's more likely that actually what we have is something like this going on rather, where we've had an extension within this wave 1, and then basically we're in a wave 4 looking for this wave 5 like this. So if I just pull the fib off of this high point here, what we can see is that the 0.382 has almost been met here already, so this could be a completed move to the upside here, and we could be looking to start to break down. Now my issue with this is that we could also have a triangle within this move, and what this could be looking at is something to this effect. If we put this line up here onto this wave and down like this. So it is possible that we could have a triangle forming here. We need to be aware that we need to just be careful because this triangle could potentially be the other way around. And what we are actually looking at is an A, B, C, D, and looking for an E to the upside. Though the internal structure within this would actually make this an A, a B. So yeah, it is still possible we get a triangle within this. I am monitoring it. I don't. Basically, moving back above this point here at 1195 would invalidate the potential for a triangle as we're seeing it now, and also moving back below this 1170. If we start to break down from this point, what we could actually have here is potentially that we have completed this fourth wave in this position, and what we have is actually we're setting up a 1, 2, and then we're going to start looking for that third wave drop to the downside. Though moving back above this high point here at 1199.54 would invalidate the potential of that. So we just need to be aware. We could also see a WXY unfold here if this does want to progress to the upside some more. If the triangle invalidates and also this and we will also move back above this point here, this high point that we talked about. Basically, what we could potentially look for is a WXY situation where we look to move up towards this 1218 area. I don't think it's not necessary. We've met the requirement, but it is possible. What this would then be looking at is the potential that actually what we're going to have here is this is a W, X, and a Y up into that position. And we can see from this point, if I just pull this off of here, we measure to the upside. So 1 to 1 wouldn't take us quite all that way up there. It would only take us towards this 1198 region. So that was also a possibility. We could come and look to retest this high point and then look for this continuation to the downside. However, should we move up past this this 1.618 area, this 1214.31 area, we just need to bear in mind we could potentially see a 5-wave move here. And what this would look like then is that we would be looking to push up above this zone, which could still be a 4th wave, but basically what we would be looking at is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And if that's the case, then what we would, instead of looking at this as a WXY, we would then be looking at this potentially as just a ABC to the upside. Though currently, basically, what I'm looking for is within this is the target area of, if I just drop this right on this low here, get on there. So that this 1215 area is a potential target at a 0.5 retracement and a 382. Getting above this 0.618, though it doesn't actually invalidate this 5-wave move, it does start to make it less likely. And what we would have to be looking for then is the potential that we might have some extensions within this wave that we can't see just at this moment. And what we'd be looking for here is, like I said, moving above this 0.618 at this 1230 zone would cause us a little bit of concern. If we have a look at this first move here, what we can see is that basically, if I just pull this fib back onto it, if we bring it back up to this high point, down to this low point here, 1243 would be an impulsive trigger to the upside given this current move here. So should we start to develop a bigger move to the upside here, then it will potentially look to invalidate this wave 5, which for reference, it comes at crossing this 1263 area. Crossing that 1263 would then make us look for continued upside. And what this would look like, effectively, we are still tracking the possibility because we have not taken this low here at this 1075 area. We are still tracking the possibility we could have some moves to the upside here. So if I just turn this back on, there we go. In the previous video, we were talking about the potential that we could have a flat correction in this move here, where we have this as an A, a B, and we're looking for this C wave to the downside. We had this little area scoped out here at 1122 to 1098. And basically what we would be looking at here is the potential that this 5-wave move, if I actually turn that back on for a second, this would take us quite close to the zone should we break down again in this 5th wave. So if we do, basically what we'd be looking for from here is how we react. Should we develop a 5-wave move to the upside, it's possible that we could have a instead of a WXY, we could have a ABC move, and we could look to move up from these low points in a bigger 5-wave move. And if that's the case, we'd potentially look to be targeting out this zone here, which would be between this. Actually, if I just throw these price points on here, it depends exactly where we finish, but this is the area that we had plotted out previously between this 1405 to this 1371 zone. And if I just throw this fib back onto this location here, bring it up into here, we can see if we settle within this box, then this 1-to-1 of this Y wave, of this W wave would bring us pretty much bang into this box here. So that's just something we need to bear in mind. If this correction isn't over and we're not looking to start this downtrend, what we would be looking for is a potential move back up into this zone, breaking these highs, and then looking for rejection after that. However, should we complete this 5-wave move, let me just remove some of this. Should we complete this 5-wave move to the downside, what we would have to be aware of is we could potentially look to find rejection between this 0.5 area and this 0.786 area, which is 1304, to this 1242 zone. Facing rejection within this zone could indicate that we actually have a much bigger 5-wave move to the downside. And then what we would be looking for is effectively all of this becoming a wave 1, looking for that rejection, and then looking for continuation to the downside in a bigger 5-wave move. And like I said previously in the other videos, we're currently looking at a target around this 867, depending exactly how these waves play out. We can see here, if I just plot this out roughly, I can get on that top, down into this low. Say we come back up and retest this zone here. Basically, that would be there for wave 3. Ideal wave 3 point is this 952. Could look for a bounce up for this wave 4, potentially even to the point of testing this low again, and then looking for continuation to the downside. So currently this is obviously very rough and would change depending exactly how the waves form, but it's possible that we could be looking to move down towards this 920 to this 882 zone. But the 1-to-1 is also very close to this at this 867 area. So we just need to be aware this is an area we could be looking to travel should we break down. And this is considering that we don't have further extensions. Should we have further extensions, then we would be on the lookout for a much deeper 5-wave move. But until that information comes, it's not worth speculating over it because we could still move to the upside here, and this might not even play out this 5-wave move that we've got marked up here. Moving back above this high point here at 1352 would basically invalidate this potential of this bigger 5-wave move here, and we'd be looking for that that target for that WXY move. Okay, so I hope you found the video useful, and if you did, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, in the description, you'll find a link to BYBIT. It really is a great exchange to use. It's the one that we use when we're doing our trading. And in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Why not come and have a chat with us once you're in the general chat area? Just mention a member of staff, and we'll be happy to help you out with anything you may have to ask. Okay, so with all that said and done, I just want to say thank you again for watching the video. I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll see each other in the next video. Take care out there, everyone.